Hi guys, it's Laura Bazell, and I just wanted to do a quick demo with you on how to actually physically open your challenge group page and how to get it all set up, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to go over to the side here, and here's a little trick you might not know, but we have all these groups over here, okay? And these groups are down here. Now you can go to the little gear on the side and you can click on that. You can click add to favorites, and that's going to put that group up here on your list of important groups. Okay, so the way you open your group up is you can go to any group page, and this is one of my challenge group pages, and you go to this little thing here. It says create group, and you want to click on that, and it's going to ask you to make a group name. So let's just say you're doing a group busy is the new happy. Okay, so put that in there, and might not want to put any members yet, but I always make my challenge groups secret, and I usually add, one person, like an apprentice coach or my upline or something. Okay, so because I don't think you can open it without anybody in it. Okay, so you got to pick someone. So I'm going to put my friend Debbie on there. I'm going to create that group. And it's going to have you choose an icon, and you can choose whichever one you want. Let's just say I'm going to choose a flower, just for the heck of it. Okay. And then you're going to come to this, and it's going to look very plain. Okay. Now, I recommend before you add any of your challengers or anybody like that, you get this not looking so plain, and you get it to somewhere where they could look at some stuff as soon as you add them. So the first thing you're going to want to do is go to the files section up here, and you're going to upload some files. Now, I have you want to choose file here, and you can go to your Google Drive because I have all of my resources saved in a Google Drive. So whenever you're ready, you ask me and I'm going to share it with you. Okay. So I'll share it with you, and then you'll have something that looks like this in your Google Drive, and you've got all these things. Okay, so then you can pick them all. Oh no, you have to do them one at a time. Okay, so let's say you're going to upload your meal planner. It's going to put it right there, and I usually say something about it like, here's a handy meal planner to get you started. Feel free to, oops. Whatever. Okay, save it. And then it's going to put that in your files. Okay, so I recommend you put all of those files that I have in that folder in your group ahead of time. That way, when people log in, I used to do it all after I added everyone, and it's a lot of stuff going through the news feed. So you can just tell everybody about the files section in your intro video, and then they can look in there at their leisure. Okay, you want to add a description. I usually just say, I usually look at what I put last time, but I usually just say, welcome to the group, blah, blah, blah. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Be on the lookout for the intro video. Okay, so I'm not going to actually do that right now. I don't want to take the time to do that. Add an icon. We already did that. Add a cover photo. Okay, so that's the next thing you're going to do is put here. So you want to go to PicMonkey. You want to go to design, just hover over it, and you'll have all these choices. You want to pick Facebook cover, and this is going to give you the chance to design your Facebook cover. Okay, I usually leave it a transparent canvas. I think it's nice to either do something that has to do with your theme. If you want to let me just be real simple here, and I'm just going to show you an example of how to make one. Let's see here. So, oops. I'm just gonna put a standard background on here. I don't know, let's say something like that, okay? And it can be simple. You don't have to go crazy with it, but get creative. So I'm going to put an overlay. I click the butterfly. I'm going to go to your own, okay? And I think this is one that I already have made. No, that's Professional Boot Camp, but it's nice to put yourself with a sign. I could use that one, okay? Blow it up, put myself over to the side. Welcome, welcome. Make sure you are keeping things up at the top, because when you put this on here, you're going to find that about this much at the bottom gets cut off. So try to keep things up a little higher. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that. I'm not going to get too fancy with it. I would get really fancy so that I didn't cut off my fingers, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. See, okay, so I'm going to click these colors. If you go to this eyedropper here, anywhere you put your eyedropper, it's going to make that color. Okay, so I want it to be white. Okay, so we're going to pretend that I did that all fancy and that you can still see my fingers there. I would probably put a line here. Okay, and then so let's go to text, and you click on whichever one you want, and then you go to add text. And then you can put busy is the new happy. Okay, now let's say that's not how you want that to look, okay? You can take your arrow and you can stretch it so that it comes this way, and then you can either change the size here, or you can change the size by going this way. Okay, so busy is the new happy. Now if I want that to stand out more, what I can do is go back and do another overlay. I'm going to change this to white. I'm just going to take and click and drag, and I can highlight that. Then I can go over here and click this little box and make it like white if I wanted to. Then I'm going to take my overlay, and it's on top of it obviously. So you go to the overlay, you right click on your overlay, and you can do a bunch of things. Send to back, send backward. You could duplicate it if you wanted to make another one at the bottom. Okay. And I usually would say over here like welcome to the group. I'm going to put this down a little further so I can show you what to do. And then I put the group expectations here. So I would do another text box, and I would, you can look at my old ones and figure out what I put there for that. But anyways, just make it look nice, and then you save it. I'm just going to save this to my desktop. Save it to the desktop. Oh. Okay. And then I'm going to go back to my group, and then I'm going to upload the photo. Go to my desktop. Oops, over here. And find your image. Here it is. Okay, now let's say you had something really important down here that you're missing. Okay, all you have to do is go back into your photo editor and change it. Move it up some. Save it as the same thing. Well, I made it a weird one, but anyways, save that one again. Then go back in, cancel it, upload it again. This one's called Untitled now. And then it's going to be formatted better. There you go. Save changes. Okay, then you've got your cover photo. So now when people come in, they're going to see your banner that looks nice. They're gonna have all these files already in here, and everything is set to go. You can even upload photos in here if you want to. You can find posts that you did a lot easier by looking for the photo instead of scrolling all the way through trying to find it. So then when you want to add your people, you just click here and you can add them like that. Okay, you can also go into the settings here and you can edit your group settings. You can add it to favorites. Make sure you add it to your favorites. You can edit your group settings so that you can make it so anybody can add or approve members, or maybe you want to be able to approve them. I would usually click this on a regular challenge group because you don't want your members to just start adding people if they don't understand. So that is the basics of starting a challenge group on Facebook. If you have any questions, please feel free to message me. All right, thanks for listening.